What's going on, everybody? Andrew Gambas here for another main event breakdown. We've got a real treat this week. We have champion of the heavyweight division, Francis Ngannou, one of the scariest punchers in the history of the sport, taking on Ciryl Gane, the interim champ. These guys have trained together in the past. They're familiar with each other. There's a storyline there with the coaches. So let's jump right into this one. This one opened Francis Ngannou as a slight favorite. Since then, all the money has come in on Ciryl Gane. He's out to like a minus 150 favorite right now. I like Gane in this fight. I actually played him back at minus 118. It's obvious he's the more technical striker here. Ngannou obviously having that punching power that can be the great equalizer, but I think Gane's going to win for a number of reasons. I think it's very possible that Francis comes out here timid, knowing that Gane's the better striker, knowing that Gane, from a technical standpoint, has good counters. He's gonna throw more volume. I just could really see Ngannou freezing up like he did in the Derek Lewis fight. Another scenario I see is Ngannou getting too wild. He throws crazy looping hooks, which again, if it lands, it lands. But at the end of the day, how many times out of 10 or how many times out of 100 or 1,000 is that going to land? I guess we'll see. But to my point earlier, I think Gane should be a little bit wider than minus 118. I think now it's a little bit more accurate at minus 150. It's very possible Ngannou knocks him out, guys. I'm not coming in here saying, oh, Gane's going to cruise to a dominant victory without any shot of Francis knocking him out. The whole point we're trying to do here is play the number, beat the number, and get an implied edge on the books, which I think we're doing here. If you're able to get a bet on Gane down in that minus 118, minus 120, minus 125 range, even up to minus 130, I'd probably recommend it. At minus 150, I'd wait for it to see if it comes back down. But if you're confident and you think that Ngannou is KO or bust, which I mean, it's funny because saying someone's KO or bust is very different than saying Francis Ngannou is KO or bust. I mean, the guy's had 11 wins in the UFC. All 11 wins have come in the first or second round via finish. This guy hits like a truck, and I'm not taking anything away from him here. I just think that this is a bad matchup for him. I think if you look at his path to victory, like, okay, Ngannou's not going to get takedowns. Ngannou's not going to threaten submissions. Ngannou's not going to win a decision. So it's like, okay, he has to knock Ciryl Gane out. Like I said, it's a possibility, but how likely is it? And I think it's probably more like 35 times out of 100 maybe Ngannou wins this fight. I think 65% for Gane is a pretty fair guess. But again, we'll see what happens. I think the over is worth a look too, because like I said, I think Ngannou, there's a shot he comes out and doesn't really throw much. I haven't seen a lot of people say that, so I think that might be a hot take. But I think it's very possible that he comes out here and looks like he did in the Lewis fight, where he's just kind of timid, doesn't want to throw a lot of strikes, he doesn't want to get countered. I think we could see Ciryl Gane just kind of picking his shots from range over the course of 5 rounds. He's obviously going to have to be very careful because at any moment Ngannou can land that knockout shot. But I think Ciryl Gane's going to be the minute winner here. I think he's the better technical striker. I think he's the better grappler. I don't think grappling will play too much of a role here. I think this is going to primarily play out on the feet, but it's definitely worth noting. Gane has been 5 rounds before. So get this, Gane has actually fought 22 rounds in the UFC. He's won all 22 rounds. This guy is probably one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the heavyweight division from a technical standpoint. And that's what makes this fight so great, because Ngannou obviously being one of the hardest hitters in the history of the sport, let alone the heavyweight division. But I'm going with Ciryl Gane. I think this is going to be a really exciting fight. This has big fight feel to it for sure. And yeah, my pick is Gane, and I think that he likely wins a decision. It wouldn't shock me if he finds a late finish, but Ngannou does have a good chin. He's taking some big shots, but like I said earlier, he gets a little wild sometimes, so him getting clipped wouldn't surprise me either. So the pick is Gane, and I'm really looking forward to this card. Gonna have some more content out this week. Got the early edge on Wednesday at 5:30 Eastern time, and then doing my podcast with Magic on Wednesday at 7 p.m. this week. Normally that's on Thursdays, but we had to move it up a day. I have a wedding this week, so yeah, look out for that Wednesday. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, leave a like. The more you comment, the better engagement I get on these. So again, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and yeah, see you next week for another main event breakdown. Bye-bye.